Very good morning class. Today we are going to discuss about report writing, and today we will write a report here on the blackboard and you will write it down in your notebook. Also, what is a report? How it is necessary to be how it is necessary to write in a proper format. When we used to write this report writing. Now let's start. First, we will discuss the rules and the regulation of writing the report. Let me see whether this is visible or not on your screen. First of all, report should have a title, it should have a dateline, should have an intro, main body and conclusion. Now, title. The title should be mentioned very well, and the title or caption we can say. It should be clearly readable, and the brief, the idea of the report can be analyzed from this title. Got it? Now, second, dateline. Dateline is necessary. It can be said it's mandatory. Mandatory because name, place, date of the event. You have to write down where this incident was happened, on which date and what was the time. So it's necessary to have a date line, that is it contains date, timing and event location. Third, intro. Intro is what? Suppose if you are writing a report on a book fair, then it may contain an introduction. It should contain an introduction in which you will elaborate that on 21st I visited a book fair. It was a big hall, lots of people were there. There was hustle and jostle. The book fair, there were lots of books to read, and it was there was a library also, and people used to purchase. And it was introduction. Now main body should have and also find conclusion that after visiting of this book fair, I came to know that books are necessary for a human being and for people like us that needs knowledge and to get success in this world. So it's that I means from this report I want to say you that each and every person should visit book fair in a month, so that he will know that there are too much books and in the hard copy. These are the conclusions that you should write. Okay, means your point of view, what you have concluded from that incident, and that you will conclude that conclusion you will write here in a simple way. Okay, now we have some do's and don't do's for report writing. It is also one of the important thing that you have to understand while writing report. Okay. Now, first, what is do's and what is don'ts? what you will write in the report and what you are not allowed to write in the report. Otherwise, you will not get good marks, or otherwise people won't get attached with this report. So first, it should be in a past tense. Report should be in past tense, not present tense. The incident already happened there. You are mentioning here already happened, so it is a past tense. Also, if the doer is unknown or insignificant, passive voice should be used to make it effective. If the person who is reporting work and who is the doing activity, the doer, if is absent in this report, if it is absent, then you should use passive voice. Okay. Now, post position office or there should be made clear. Post position office should be made clear. It is a necessary and mandatory that which post, what was the position, and many more things. So these are the terms and conditions that is mentioned in the rules and regulation of report writing. If you will understand these points and if you memorize these points, then for you report writing will be very easy, because it's not a kind of rocket science. It's a simple writing, but you have to make sure that it should be precise, it should be regular language, it should be formal language instead of informal language, because the report is going to be presented, is going to present in front of some audience or in paper, anything. It's not your personal property. As we can say, it is similar to diary entry. Suppose, let me explain with an example that a train accident or a car accident happens, and you were there, and you observe the incident, and you then write down in your diary. That becomes diary entry. And suppose you prepare a report of that and you publish in a paper, then it becomes a report, right? So what's the difference between diary and report? In diary, the language there is simple and it is not a formal language that means diary entry only 2 or 3 persons are going to read, but this report writing, mostly the Bhaneshwari people are going to read this report writing. So it is necessary that you should write report in a formal language according to the rules and regulations instead of your own type of. Got it? It is necessary. So this explanation and the rules and regulations was the initial part of the report. Now I am going to write down a report and the format. Okay. Now let's start. Okay, I think we don't need title at this moment because I am going to write a report. I am roughing this so we can have this much area and this much area. So we can write a report very well. Got it? So I am rubbing this. Okay, there are usually they don't have enough. There are not usually two kind of reports. There are not usually two kind of reports. But here, I would like to say you that there may be chances of two reports. First, reports that are going to be published in the newspaper, and the reports that are going to be published on the notice board of school. So, suppose if they say if the questions is given, the question is given, then write down the report which is going to be published and put it on a notice board, which is not going to publish, just put it on notice board. So there is a chances that you will get confused whether it is a report or a notice write. So make sure of the date only, date and timing, because on notice the date is on, the time is on left side, but here the date and time is on right side. That's it, and make it precise and accurate. Now I have written the title, chain snatching on the rise. What are you going to say me that whether this report is a newspaper report or a report of that can be presented on the notice board? Absolutely, this report is a newspaper report. So you have to prepare for both the report. First, newspaper and the notice board. See, on the report which is presented on the notice board or kept on the notice board, they are not report, they are notice. They are notice. But suppose in some case there may be chances that they will ask that write down the report and put it on a notice board. So what is it? Report or notice? It is a report. If they have told you that write down a report, means it is a report only. But usually report is asked in a newspaper published. Okay. Now, in this question, they will in these questions they will just ask that write down a report of an incident or a visitation of a particular place. Now, we have a lots of chit chat today. We'll start from here. This chain snatching on the rise. Write it down. Just a second. Okay. Location and date I have mentioned. Jan 2004, 4th of Jan, not Jan 2004. 4th Jan, a motorcyclist snatched a 25 gold chain from a woman while she was walking along with her mother-in-law Srinivas Nagar under Embarked police station limits on Friday. Means here I have given the introduction of chain snatching, location Surat, date January, and the intro. How this incident happens? This incident was where it was happened. It was happened in Srinivas Nagar. Motorcyclist snatched what 25 gold chain, 25 pure 25 carat gold chain from a woman while she was walking along mother-in-law in Srinivas. Got it? So this para was an intro para. Okay, intro para. And let make it just para because the main body should contain another paragraph. Don't combine two or three paragraphs in the same para. Okay, let's make it a one single para for introduction. That's it. And see, it contains only 2 to 3 lines. So introduction should be 2 to 3 lines. Because if the introduction takes a while, it will take a lot of time to read. Then people will not read your report. So make sure that you write a report that contains an intro line more than so at least just for 2 to 3 lines. That's it. Got it? Here our first para is over, and I have introduced about the chain's nature rights. Now I will give a main body. I will write down the main body of the report in more than 4 to 5 lines or 6 lines. Okay, so let's rub it and then rub it. So here, let me see whether it is visible or not. Done. According to the police, B. Rama, wife of B. Govind Rao, a computer agency owner was going to meet her sister along with her mother-in-law. When a bike came from opposite direction, hooked out his hand and snatched the chain. See here, the story is introduced here in this para, that is called main body. As it is a report by police, so it needs these two extra lines. Okay, you are providing the information about the chain snitching scenario. So you have to present the FIR and the report that was the report that presented by the police. So here the police has mentioned that particular Rana Diman, okay, he was the owner of something was going to meet. It is no here I have written this agency owner whatever because it is the police report. But suppose if you are just writing and you are not presenting the report, you are just writing casually, then you will write down that this Govind Rama, the wife of Govind Rao. Govind Rao was walking on the road with his sister and with her mother-in-law. Are you getting? So let me explain again that this is the police report. But suppose if you are writing without any police data or documents required from the police department, then you will directly write in the main body that who was the person who was snatched from the bikers. So wife of Govind Rao, that is Birama, the wife of Govind Rao, he was walking on the road, across the road, and suddenly a biker came from opposite direction and snatched the gold. This was the incident. So here in the main body, the incident was explained. In the title body or the intro body, the snatching was not introduced. Thus, the line was written, this was snatched, but here it is properly mentioned. Okay. According to the rules, three terms are there. First, main body, and second, this intro body, second, main body, and final, the conclusion. Now, tell me what will be the conclusion. Okay, I am giving you just a second. Okay, here we come to know that this was the main part and body part, and the solution and the conclusion will be like this: that the police, that environmental police have registered a case. The ACP when questioned by the press and the administration is very on the increase. So, in conclusion, we say that this is the portion where this scene has been increased nowadays, and the case has been gone to the police department and they will solve it. So the conclusion was this, that I have told you, the main body, the intro, all of things we have covered. So this report writing is one of the important things. It contains 5 to 6 marks, and also you have to write a proper list. So you will get 4 and 4 and 4.5 marks. Okay, in your lecture is